spews forth from the movies, the TV, and those video games to which our children are increasingly addicted.
Yeah.
We're the ones that have to say, we don't want this anymore. We want our kids to be entertained differently. We're willing to be entertained differently. When the movie nominated for Best Picture and wins the Screen Actors Guild Award is entitled There Will Be Blood. I'll tell you right away, I don't want to see it. I don't care how good it is. That's not what I want to watch. That's not what I want to see the children that I teach watch. I want us to understand that we can interact. If we want to model peaceful coexistence, settling disputes with words, with arguments, with logic, and not with force and violence, then we have to model that in the entertainment that we provide to our children. It's as simple as that. I truly believe if there was a moratorium, a one-year moratorium on all acts of graphic violence in media outlets, we would see an immediate reduction of 15%. What does that mean? If in 2004 there were 3,900,000 acts of violent crime, again, assault, armed robbery, murder, I guarantee, now 15% reduction is what I would say would be a minimum. That's 208,000 lives. What is that worth? Is it worth not manufacturing Grand Theft Auto? I believe it is. I believe that it is. You know, we just have to understand where responsibility lies, and we can't simply say it's not my problem.
One of the things that, you know, that is, you know, I put up there suggestions to resist violence, and, you know, we've known these things for a long time. This is nothing new. But help a child to avoid being a victim, but stand up to violence. I know a friend of mine has a son and a daughter who they're about their 20s, okay? They have made it their mission to go around to public school, high schools, and to conduct at assemblies situations to discuss bullying. And this, I know, is just a small part of it. But, you know, we all know what bullies are. Bullies are the ones that are most afraid of everything. And so if I come after you, that disguises my fear. But I think if these are the kinds of ways that I think that we're going to have to attack the problem is by educating people, as we are trying to do. I think the people that don't think about this are the people who really, you know, don't realize the tremendous impact that it has on our lives and our society. If you can't even go down the street, and the minute, you know, all of a sudden you see people coming at you that are walking, and you lock your door, what does that tell you? You're in danger.
You're afraid.
You're in danger, and you're afraid. And, you know, I think we've got to start getting children to understand why they're angry, or if they're angry, or if they're just being angry for fun. I don't know, but we've got to start doing something, and I agree with you. I think a first step is to give people, personally for me, I would hope you parents would know what your children are playing with and what they're seeing. Look at it. Listen to the songs they're listening to. I mean, I think those rap songs are the most disgusting things I've ever heard. And yet I don't think, you know, adults even know what the words are, but kids do. There's nothing wrong with it, just, you know, this or that. But we can make a difference. I know when Father Chris Rose was doing the thing on the terrible toys, he made a difference. He did make a difference. And we can make a difference by continually bringing this up to people. Have you had any kind of a commitment at the synagogue from people to this violence?
Oh, yeah, we've had some good response in terms of trying to get the word out. Really, it's just a matter of bringing this to the attention of people. And I've had a congregant, Angela Epstein, who has helped me to work with 2 interns from the University of Hartford to help get this word out. We're going to have a panel about this come the spring. I've been asked to speak about this at my college reunion come June. I think the word is starting to get out, and the more we can let people face responsibility for the choices they make, let them understand. You can't look to the left, you can't look to the right. If your TV is spewing out violence, if you're sending your kids to these kinds of movies, if the kids are playing these kinds of video games, don't think your kids are immune. Let me tell you, when I was 9 years old, I was not a bad kid. You know, I was just doing what I saw my heroes do. Well, unfortunately, what they're doing now is 1,000 times more violent than what I saw. And the consequences are 1,000 times worse.
Right. There's no doubt about it. You know, we've reached a point where this society can go down one of 2 directions, and I have a feeling that there isn't going to be too much more time before we're going to be incarcerating a lot more people if we don't stop.
No question.
I just hope that there are those of you out there, as I said, I know your lives are busy, but you must listen to this voice in the wilderness and all those other voices. Please keep your hearts and your minds open to this message that is so critical to not only our society, but critical to one's spiritual growth. You cannot be a loving person if all you think about is violence. So I thank you, Rabbi Fuchs, for coming and spreading the message. If you have another twist to the message, or other people, you know, that want to do this, you're welcome back here. We need to keep saying it over and over.
I just think we have to realize that each one of these candles represents our children.
Right. Unfortunately, one of the victims was a kid I had in school. So that personalizes it for me. Thank you for listening. Good night.